I'm Joe Bev, and this is the Joe Bev Show. This time on the Joe Bev Show, Latka meets Columbo in a funny fable. W.C. Fields recalls the Whiskey Rebellion, Willaby Meets the Oddfather, and Brute Ballingham, Chapter 4, Pinky's Pancake Problem. That's coming up on the Joe Bev Show.
Julian finally left his village when there was no one left living there. He had never left his beloved village before, but intrigued by the fact that everyone had gone to the city, he decided to go and see for himself what wonderful things those cities had. So he packed up a knapsack with a few clothes, put on a big smile, and off he went to the city. On reaching the city, he was given a most unexpected welcome.
Excuse me, sir, but, sir, I'm with the city police, sir, and if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
No, I am happy to answer your questions. Go right ahead, Mr. Policeman.
Sir, you don't mind me asking, are those your only possessions you have on you?
Yes, these are the only possessions that I have to my name.
Well, gee, sir, but you look suspiciously happy for someone with hardly any possessions.
I don't know what you mean. I am the happy person. I don't need the possessions.
Well, thank you, sir, but I'm gonna have to keep my eye on you. I hope you don't mind.
That is okay, Mr. Policeman.
You can go, sir.
I can go? Oh, thank you very much. Goodbye.
The first thing that Julian noticed about the city was all the rushing about.
Everyone is in such a hurry. There must be something special happening today, which no one wants to miss. I wonder what it is. I'm curious. Oh, look at that man. He is in such a hurry to see whatever it is that is happening. I better follow him.
However, after several hours following him, the man arrived at a small flat and went inside.
But, I don't understand. He did not see anything. He did not do anything. He did nothing. He seen nothing of interest the whole day.
That night, Julian slept in a park. The park was strewn with bits of paper and plastic. As the bins were completely empty, Julian thought,
Boy, this city is a wonderland. They have invented plants with petals made of paper and plastic.
He only believed this until the following morning, when a man came by and dropped a chocolate wrapper.
Hey, what are you doing? That's my bed. Oh, that's not... Oh, you made a mess.
Julian carried on walking through the city streets, trying to understand what was going on, when he arrived at a group of what looked like big warehouses, which many people were entering.
This must be the best museum in the world,
he thought, on entering and seeing all the useless-looking things they had inside. But then he saw that people were picking these things up, paying for them, and taking them away.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would anyone want a watch which doesn't show the minutes?
He wondered to himself, after seeing a woman very contentedly leaving with the most modern of watches on her wrist. He thought pretty much the same thing when seeing a pair of shoes with impossibly high heels.
Look at those shoes. How could she walk on them?
And then some electronic device which did 1,000 things. None of them well.
Oh, look at that in his hand. What is he doing? I don't get it. I think I should follow the lady with the watch.
As he followed her, he saw her joy turn into disappointment when her friends gave her new watch a look of disapproval.
I am starting to regret having left my village just to come to this place where no one seems happy.
Then Julian saw a few children playing.
Oh, look at those kids. Oh, they certainly seem happy. They are playing, running about, they're chasing each other. Oh, boy. Oh, except for that one kid who looks troubled. What is that little machine he has in his hand? What is he doing? He is hitting it so hard with his fingers. And he's making all kinds of faces and angry gestures.
Hey, Billy, come on and play.
When one of the other children came over to invite him to play with them, the boy with the console just rudely walked away.
Billy, where you going? Come back, Billy.
You know, I think that boy is trying to destroy that little machine because it is making him so unhappy. I have decided I will help the boy.
Julian went over, took the console, threw it on the ground, stamped on it, and looked at the boy with great satisfaction.
How's that? Pretty good, huh?
At this, the boy flew into a rage.
Hey, that's my iPod. You broke it. Why'd you do that, you stupid kid?
As did all the other children there,
Yeah, get out of here. I don't like him. He broke your broken iPod.
and nearly all the adults.
Hey, get that kid! He's smashing toys!
Get him, kids. Yeah, get him. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Break his iPod, huh? I'm gonna beat you up.
I'd throw my iPod at you, but I don't want to break it too.
But I was only trying to help. I better get out of here.
Come back here, you juvenile delinquent! Excuse me, sir. You mind if I ask you a few questions, sir? You look very suspicious there, breaking that iPod.
They pursued Julian so relentlessly that he had to run away. He didn't stop running until he reached the road leading back to his village. As he was making his way home, he couldn't help wondering whether...
The whole world has gone mad.
Just a day for a whiskey rebellion, said Aunt Polly, and off she ran, lipperty, lipperty, lip, to get a few shooting rifles.
Oh, goody, goody! Now we can all shoot those horrid revenue officers.
For the collectors of internal revenue were far from popular with these kindly Pennsylvania folk, and Aunt Polly Pinkwood had often promised the children that if they were good, some day they would be allowed to take a shot at a revenue officer. Soon she returned, yes, bearing in her arms a number of bright, shiny new guns. The children gathered round in glee, and soon all were supplied with weapons. Well, except for little Frank, who was of course too young to use a gun, and was given a 2-gallon jug of nice old whiskey to carry. Jed hitched up old Taylor, the faithful farm horse, and as quick as you could say Jack Robinson, the little ones had piled into the old carryall. Round Mr. Sun was just peeping over the purple hills when the merry little party started on its way, singing and laughing at the prospect of the day's sport. Yes.
And he climbed so high that he reached the sky. Oh, yeah.
I bet I kill 5 revenue officers,
Said little Edgar.
Ha ha ha! You boaster, you!
Laughed Aunt Polly.
You will be lucky if you kill 2, for I fear they will be hard to find today.
Oh, do you think so, Aunt Polly?
Said little Eleanor, and she began to cry, for Eleanor dearly loved to shoot.
Hush, dear,
Said Miss Pinkwood, with a kindly pat, for she loved her little charges, and it hurt her to see them unhappy.
I was only joking. And now, children, I will tell you a story.
Oh, goody, goody.
They all cried.
Tell us a true story. Yeah, true story. I want to hear a true story.
All right,
Said Aunt Polly,
I shall tell you a true story.
and she began.
Once there was a brave, handsome man.
Mr. Ratsky Watsky.
Cried the children with one voice, for it was well known in the neighborhood that Aunt Polly had long been sweet on Julius Ratsky Watsky, the popular superintendent of the Sabbath school, yes, and the best whiskey maker for miles around, I might add.
Hush, children.
Said Aunt Polly, blushing in vexation.
Of course not. And if you interrupt me, I shall not tell my story at all.
But, children, she was not really angry.
And one day, this brave, handsome man was making whiskey, and he had just sampled some when he looked up, and what do you suppose he saw?
Snakes.
Cried little Elmer, whose father had often had delirium tremens, greatly to the delight of his children.
No, Elmer,
Said Miss Pinkwood.
not snakes,
Pink lizards.
Cried little Esther, Elmer's sister.
no.
Said Aunt Polly, with a hearty laugh.
He saw a stranger. And what do you suppose the stranger had?
A snootful.
Chorused the Schultz twins.
He was pie-eyed.
No.
Replied Miss Pinkwood, laughing merrily.
It was before noon. Guess again, children. What did the stranger have?
Blind staggers.
Suggested little Faith, whose mother had recently been judged insane.
Come, children.
Replied Aunt Polly.
You are not very wide awake this morning. The stranger had a gun. And when the brave, handsome man offered the stranger a drink, what do you suppose the stranger said?
I know.
Cried little Prudence eagerly.
He said, why, yes, I don't care if I do. That's what they all say.
No, Prudence.
Replied Miss Pinkwood.
The stranger refused the drink.
How come, Aunt Polly?
Chorused the boys and girls.
You said you were going to tell us a true story.
And their little faces fell.
Children,
Said Miss Polly.
the stranger refused the drink because he was a revenue officer. And he pointed his gun at the brave, handsome man and said he would have to go to jail because he had not paid the tax on his whiskey. And the brave, handsome man would have had to go to jail, too. But fortunately, his brother came out just at the right time and...
Shot the revenuer dead.
Yes, children,
Said Miss Polly.
he shot the revenuer dead.
Oh, goody, goody.
Cried all.
Now
Now tell us another story.
Tell us about the time your father killed a revenue officer with an axe.
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh, you don't want to hear that one again, do you, children? Said Aunt Polly.
Oh, yes, please.
Please, please, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please.
They cried, and Aunt Polly was going to begin when Jed, the driver, stopped his horses and said,
This hilltop is as good a place to shoot as I know, Miss Pinkwood. You can see both roads, and nobody can see you.
"Oh, thank you, Jed," said Aunt Polly, giving him a kindly smile. And without more ado, the children clambered out of the carryall and filled their guns with powder and bullets.
I get first shot,
proudly announced Robert, the oldest boy and somewhat of a bully. "Robert," said Aunt Polly severely, and she looked almost ready to cry, for Aunt Polly had tried hard to teach the boys to be true knights of chivalry, yes, and it hurt her to have Robert wish to shoot a revenue officer before the girls had had a chance. Robert had not meant to hurt Aunt Polly's feelings, but had only been thoughtless. And soon all was sunshine again, as little Ellen, the youngest, made ready to fire the first shot. The children waited patiently, and soon they were rewarded by the sight of a revenue officer riding on horseback in the distant valley, as pretty a target as one could wish.
Careful aim, Ellen, for if you miss,
whispered Miss Pinkwood.
it may take alarm and be off.
But little Ellen did not miss. Bang went her gun, and little Mary Breezes echoed back and forth. She got him! She got him! And old Mother West Wind smiled down at the happy sport. Sure enough, when old Mr. Smoke had cleared away, there was a nice dead revenue officer lying on the ground. "Well done, Ellen," said Miss Pinkwood, patting her little charge affectionately, which caused the happy girl to coo with childish delight.
Oh, coo.
Mary had the next shot, and soon all were popping away in great glee. All the merry wood folk gathered near to watch the children at their sport, yes. There was Johnny Chuck and Reddy Fox and Jimmy Skunk, yes. Oh, and Bobby Coon and just about everybody. Soon round Mr. Sun was high in the blue sky, and the children began to tire somewhat at their sport.
I'm as hungry as a bear,
said little Dick.
I'm as hungry as 2 bears,
said Emily. Ha ha ha, laughed Miss Pinkwood. I know what'll fix that. And soon she spread out a delicious repast. Now, children, said Miss Pinkwood, when all had washed their faces and hands, while you were busy washing, I prepared a surprise for you. And from a large jug, before their delighted gaze, she poured out, why, what do you think, children?
Bronxes!
Cried little Harriet.
Oh, goody!
And sure enough, Aunt Polly had prepared a jug of delicious Bronx cocktails, which all pronounced excellent. And after that, there were sandwiches and olives and pie, and a good 3-year-old whiskey, too.
That's awfully smooth rye, Aunt Polly,
said little Prudence, smacking her 2 red lips.
I think I'll have another shot.
No, dear, said Miss Pinkwood, pleased by the compliment, but firm withal. Not now. Perhaps on the way home, if there's any left. For Aunt Polly knew that too much alcohol in the middle of the day is bad for growing children. And she had seen many a promising child spoiled by overindulgent parents. Yes.
After lunch, those children who could stand helping Aunt Polly to clear away the dishes, and then all went to sleep, as is the custom in Pennsylvania. When they awoke, round Mr. Sun was just sinking behind thy purple hills, and so, after taking a few more scattered shots at revenue officers, they piled once more into the carryall and drove back to town. And as they passed Mrs. Oliphant's house, Aunt Polly's sister, Aunt Flo Oliphant came out on the porch and waved her handkerchief at the merry party.
Let's give her a cheer,
said Fred.
Agreed,
cried they all, and so 12 little throats united in 3 lusty huzzahs, which made Auntie Flo very happy, you may be sure. And as they drove up before the Pinkwoods' modest home, 12 tired but happy children, with one accord, voted the Whiskey Rebellion capital fun. Yes, and Aunt Polly a brick.
I'm Joe Bev, and this is the Joe Bev Show.
That's us, Willaby. Hurry up before we miss our plane. Okay, boss.
The Godfather will sure be proud of us, right, Mr. Big?
I don't know about that, say. There's that guy back there just took our bag, say. Yeah, say. Yeah. Say.
Well, you better get him back, Mr. Big, or you'll be in bed with the Godfather.
Don't worry, Sam. I'll get him back, say. Yeah, say. Come back here with my bag, say. Oh, I'm too late. They're already on the plane, say. The Godfather ain't gonna like this, see? Now I gotta go all the way to Mexico City, see?
Flight 13, arriving at 8:13 from Sauerkraut City. All passengers, please stand by. I think again, senor.
At the Granada Hotel.
Well, here we are at the Granada Hotel, Willaby.
Yeah, boss. We'd each like separate rooms, please.
Si, senor. I give you the separate rooms. I even give you the separate floor, too.
Okay.
Later, in Willaby's room.
I think I'll go get the boss so we can go sightseeing.
All right, Willaby. Give me the bag, see? Yeah, see?
It's Mr. Big.
Yeah, it's me, see? And you better give me the bag, see?
What bags?
The bags you took at the airport, see? Yeah, see?
Help!
In the room next door, Super Jerk and Boy Blunder are listening in on Willaby and Mr. Big.
This looks like a job for Super Jerk. Let's go, Boy Blunder.
Right, boss. Charge!
Super Jerk to the rescue!
Oh, no, it's Sober Jerk. Get out of here, Sober Jerk. We don't want you around here, see?
Okay, goodbye.
And as Super Jerk rides off into the sunset, you hear...
Hi-yo, my blunder! Away!
Oh, but this is breaking my back, Super Jerk.
Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. Give me those bags, see? Yeah, see?
But I don't have any bags.
Yeah? Well, we'll see. See? No bags, huh? Well, what do you call them over there? See?
They're suitcases.
Give me those bags, see?
I don't have any bags, just suitcases.
Well, if you're gonna be so smart, okay, give me the suitcases, see?
Why didn't you say that in the first place?
Oh, no. This bag is filled with ladies' stockings. How do you like that? He didn't even take the wrong bag.
Suitcases.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Suitcases. See?
5 minutes later.
Yeah, boss.
Look, Joe, I want you to watch this guy until
boss.
until I get in touch with the Godfather and ask him to prepare a room for our friend here, see? Yeah, see?
Right, boss.
Godfather will make him hand over the bags.
Not bags, suitcases.
Right, boss.
Hello, Godmother. Hello, Godfather. Here we are at Hotel Granada. We captured Willaby all by ourselves. Be back in Sicily by the hour 12. We'll be home very soon. We'll be home by May or June. Signed, Mr. Big. And his partner, Mr. Joe McFig.
All right, Bellhop. Take this singing telegram and put it in the mailbox, see? Yeah, see?
Again, Mr. Big.
And hurry up about it, see? Yeah, see?
5 minutes later. Yeah, Harry, take this singing telegram, put it in the mailbox.
All right, Joe.
5 minutes later.
Hey, Charlie, take this singing telegram and put it in the mailbox.
All right.
5 minutes later.
Hey, Henry, put the singing telegram in the mailbox.
All right, Charlie.
5 minutes later.
Hey, Jacob, take this same telegram and put it in the mailbox.
Sure enough, that'll do. 5 more minutes later.
Hey, you, mister, put this singing telegram in the mailbox. I don't know who it's for. Just put it in there.
Okay, Bellhop, see? Hey, wait a minute. This is my singing telegram, see? Never send a man to do a bellhop's job, see? I mean, never send a bellhop to do a man's job, see? Yeah, see?